Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Lingareddy Chemistry JEE NEET. Like the channel, share, comment and subscribe. Today topic hydrocarbon alkane chapter. Alkanes introduction already it's over in the last video. Paraffins. Paraffin means less reactive, little reactivity. So in this video we are going to discuss the preparations of alkanes. The number one preparation from alkenes and alkynes. This reaction is given by Sabatier, Sanderson, two scientists. It is also known as hydrogenation of alkenes because here hydrogenation takes place. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. With alkene and with alkyne, the catalysts are required here. The catalyst in general, nickel, platinum, palladium we are taking. So these are hydrogenating catalysts. Alkenes and alkynes react with hydrogen, undergoes addition reaction forming alkanes. Here if you change a little bit in the catalyst conditions, see the first one, palladium and platinum at ordinary temperature and pressure, these can produce alkanes from alkene and alkynes. If you take nickel, we require 200 to 300 degrees Celsius temperature. So nickel cannot takes place at room temperature, this reaction. Okay, then Raney nickel is there, but nickel cannot takes place, but Raney nickel can takes place, this reaction at room temperature. Okay, what is the Raney nickel? The Raney nickel is nothing but the nickel aluminum alloy. Nickel plus aluminum. Okay, these are the catalysts. Next, here the note point is, in this method methane cannot be prepared by this method. Methane, because here alkene and alkyne is there, means minimum 2 carbons. Minimum 2 carbons are there. That's why methane we cannot prepare by this method. Next, reaction 2, method 2. From alkyl halide by reduction we can prepare alkanes. Just what to do, just you remove the halogen and substitute hydrogen. Very simple, but to substitute that hydrogen we require nascent hydrogen. Nascent hydrogen means hydrogen in the atomic state, hydrogen radical. So first of all we had to prepare this hydrogen radical. For that, here so many reagents are there. One is zinc HCl, zinc acetic acid, zinc copper couple in ethyl alcohol, as well red phosphorus Hi, aluminum amalgam ethanol. From these 5 reagents we can prepare alkyl halide to alkanes. Any one you can take. So what's the mechanism here? The mechanism is here generally metal losing 2 electrons. These 2 electrons taken by this alkyl group. Why alkyl group? See here halogen is more electronegative, so partially negative charge halogen, alkyl group getting partially positive charge. So this partially positive charge alkyl group receiving 2 electrons, it's getting just like R minus, it is also known as nucleophile. Okay, so then this halogen also getting separate. This R minus react with acid. So in the acid H plus is there, this H plus is reacting and forming alkanes. So here Cl minus, one Cl minus is from Rx, the other Cl minus is from HCl. Total 2 Cl minus is reacting with zinc plus 2 and forming zinc chloride. This is the byproduct. Okay, in the organic byproducts are not important that much. Okay, if you know, that's better. So even alkyl halides react with non-metal, that is phosphorus plus Hi, also producing alkanes. Okay, other than these reagents, some two more reagents are there. We can use hydrogen palladium and lithium aluminum hydride, hydrogen nickel. Okay, generally this hydrogen palladium and hydrogen nickel we are using to prepare alkanes from unsaturated hydrocarbons. But here haloalkanes also producing alkanes by palladium and nickel. So total how many? Total 5 plus 3, total 8 reagents. Total 8 reagents are there from alkyl halide to alkanes we can prepare. Next, question, method 3, preparation 3. From alkyl halides by Urge reaction. By Urge reaction is a named reaction, important reaction. Okay, in the Urge reaction, a solution of alkyl halide in ether or dry ether on heating with sodium gives alkane. Here dry ether is compulsory. Okay, so what's happening? Very simple mechanism. Just you remove these halogens along with the sodium. Then you connect this R and R. It becomes alkane. In this method, we can prepare long chain alkanes from smaller chains. You can prepare long chains. Suppose if you want to prepare butane, you can take only ethyl chloride. Okay, suppose if you take ethyl chloride 2 moles, then sodium and ether, you will get butane C4, otherwise C2H5 bond C2H5. Butane you will get it. 2 carbon chain become 4 carbon chain, 3 carbon chain becomes 6 carbon chain, always double, it becomes double. So you can see the mechanism. Suppose if you take wet, instead of dry ether, if you take wet ether, then what will happen? Wet means aqueous medium. So in case of wet ether, wet condition, the sodium is reacting with water and forming NaOH, right? This NaOH is nothing but aqueous NaOH. This aqueous NaOH react with alkyl halide producing alcohols. Okay, here we know that aqueous KOH and alcoholic KOH, two reagents are there. KOH and NaOH almost same functioning. Aqueous KOH functioning is RX2ROH, then alcoholic KOH is RX2 alkene. Okay, dehydrohalogenation. In the reagents we can discuss this again. So the condition is here, dry ether is compulsory. If you take wet ether, what's happening here? You understood now. Next, here some drawbacks. The drawback is here, methane cannot be prepared by this method. Why? Suppose if you take the minimum, first carbon is methyl. If you take methyl chloride plus sodium, then 2 moles of methyl chloride, it is forming ethane. The first product is, the smallest product is ethane. There is no methane preparation here. Okay, as well some other drawbacks also are there. Always even number of carbon chain, even number of carbon chain product only forming. Odd number of carbon chain is not forming. Okay, so as well, one more important point, this reaction generally fails with tertiary alkyl halide. Tertiary alkyl halide में क्या होता है? Elimination reaction takes place. That's why वो tertiary alkyl halides not giving good yield. Okay. Next, tertiary alkyl halides are not giving this test properly, and the second drawback is methane. See, drawback I am writing here. Drawback 1, methane we cannot prepare. Okay. Second drawback, tertiary alkyl halides we cannot. The third drawback is odd number of carbon chain formation is difficult, means not good yield. We can prepare, but it cannot give good yield. Okay, see the mechanism. Two mechanisms have been proposed. Actually mechanism क्या होता है? This mechanism is theoretical. We are expecting this reaction may carrying like this. Okay, that's why more than one mechanisms are there for some reactions. Now ionic mechanism. Here metal is there. Metal means obviously releasing electrons. So here two metals, 2 moles we are taking, 2 moles of electron release. These 2 electrons taken by alkyl group R minus. The same mechanism we discussed with the zinc also, similar. This R minus is attacking as a nucleophile, it is acting as a nucleophile. Then here halogen is leaving. So here R and R is forming, that is alkane, big chain alkane. Okay, then X minus, this Na plus, it is forming NaX. In the last reaction we discussed that zinc chloride is forming. Here sodium chloride is forming if you take chlorine. Then free radical mechanism, one more mechanism is there. So in the free radical mechanism, sodium is giving 1 electron, this 1 electron taken by this alkyl. So this alkyl is now free radical ban gaya tha. Like that, so many free radicals are forming. The 2 free radicals are forming R bond R, that means alkanes. This Na plus and X minus is forming NaX. These mechanisms nowhere they ask in the exams. Okay, just for idea. Next, here, and one more thing is the byproducts in the free radical mechanism. Ethylene also, ethylene CH2 double bond CH2, ethylene also they found that. That's why they propose that this radical mechanism. Okay, in this radical mechanism, see, whenever radical is there, so disproportionation, undergoing disproportionation means self oxidation and reduction. A single molecule, disproportionation means a single molecule undergoing oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction is there, that is called disproportionation reaction, a single molecule. Okay, so here this free radical undergoing oxidation and reduction, it is forming ethane and ethylene. So that's why they proposed this free radical mechanism. Yes, I want to give one example. For odd number of sodium and ether, you will get C2H5 bond C2H5. If you take methyl chloride, then you will get methyl and methyl, that means ethane you are getting double. So if you want odd number of carbon chain, for that what you can take methyl chloride plus ethyl chloride, you can take methyl chloride plus ethyl chloride. But the problem is here, sodium and ether, we are taking so many molecules. Of course 1 mole means lakhs crores of molecules are there. Here methyl chloride and ethyl chloride, if you take, you will get odd number of carbon chain, but see the yield is less. Why? Because this methyl chloride, it may react with ethyl chloride or it may react with one more methyl chloride also, because so many molecules are there. So methyl chloride, one more is there, ethyl chloride, one more is there. Suppose here methyl is react with methyl, the probability is there, that is forming ethane. Suppose methyl is react with ethyl, that is forming propane. Next, this ethyl, it may react with ethyl, it is forming butane. Okay, then again this ethyl, it may react with methyl, C2H5CH3, again propane. So here three products are there, these both are same. So product 1 ethane, product 2 propane, product 3 butane. Okay, eth, prop, but, three products are there. So our odd number of carbon chain generally 33%, 33 or 40%, just like. Okay, so yield is very less. Odd number of carbon chain we can prepare by Wurtz reaction, but the yield is very less. Corey-Haus synthesis. Corey-Haus synthesis. Here the advantage of this reaction, we can prepare unsymmetrical alkanes from this. Unsymmetrical alkanes, matlab we can prepare even number of carbon chain as well odd number of carbon chain, all type of alkanes we can prepare. So what is this Corey-Haus synthesis? Here this Gilman's reagent is there, R2CuLi. This is known as Gilman's reagent. So first of all we have to prepare this reagent. We can take Rx, alkyl halide, reaction with lithium, it is forming RLi. Then this RLi reaction with copper halides, it is giving R2CuLi. Then this reagent, whenever it's reacting with alkyl halide, note point is here only primary and secondary. Primary and secondary Rx are reacting. Then this is producing one nucleophile. This nucleophile is attacking here, this halogen is releasing. You can see this reaction. I can write here R minus RCuLi, okay, plus R dash X. So this R minus is acting as nucleophile, halogen is leaving, then R dash bond R. Okay, this is the mechanism for this. So here suppose already ethyl chloride is there. If you take ethyl chloride here, then you are taking dimethyl copper and lithium, then you will get propane easily, C2H5 then CH3. So odd number and even number, whatever you require, you can prepare by this method. Okay, next method 5. From Frankland reagent, it is similar to Wurtz reaction. It is zinc is used in place of sodium. The reaction is named as Frankland reaction. Same, in the Wurtz reaction we are using sodium, here we are using zinc. The name is changing Frankland reagent because scientist he found that. Okay. Next, from carboxylic acids. From carboxylic acid we can prepare alkanes by decarboxylation. Saturated monocarboxylic acid salts of sodium or potassium on dry distillation with soda lime give alkanes. Okay, decarboxylation is the main thing here. Decarboxylation means minus CO2, carbon dioxide removing. How the carbon dioxide removing? For this the reagent is soda lime. What is soda lime? Lime means already you know that calcium oxide, soda, sodium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide plus calcium oxide is a mixture. By taking this, it is removing carbon dioxide from carboxylic acids, from carboxylic acid. Here very important question it is, one note point is here. The JEE and NEET last many times they ask the question, from carbon dioxide releasing from which substance? Either it is from carboxylic acid or from carbonates. That was the question. Okay, generally the byproduct is here sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is forming, so obviously it is from the carbon dioxide releasing from carboxylic acids. That's why it is known as decarboxylation. Chalo, abhi very simple mechanism here. Just you have to remove this carboxylic acid total, just substitute one hydrogen, that is your final product. So for this what we are taking, soda lime. Soda lime means the mixture of these two, sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. What is the byproduct here? Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate thermally stable, so it will be forming, there is no decomposition of sodium carbonate. Next, the process of elimination of carbon dioxide from carboxylic acid called decarboxylation. Same. Suppose if you take formic acid salt, then you are getting only hydrogen. The main product is hydrogen. Okay, because CO2 already releasing as carbon dioxide, then what's the remain? Only hydrogen. So in the next case, here methyl is there, the methyl becomes methane. The methyl becomes methane. So the note point is here, one carbon less, one carbon decreasing product is forming in the product. Suppose if you want to prepare propane, you have to take butanoate. Okay, sodium butanoate you have to take. Next, this decarboxylation may takes place while two carboxylic acids are there at beta position. Then also, if and compound two carboxylic acid groups are present and they are attached to the same carbon atom, then also decarboxylation of one of the carboxylic group takes place simply on heating. Here कोई जरूरत नहीं है catalyst का. Okay, just you heat. If two carboxylic acid, already we learned in the last class, if two OH groups are there on the same carbon, that is unstable, water molecule is releasing. Similarly, on same carbon, carboxylic acids are there. Here also carbon dioxide is releasing. Same concept here, similar concept. So by heating. So if you remove this CO2, then this H will come here, CH3COOH, you can see here. Okay, the condition is two carboxylic acid groups should be present on same carbon, then only without catalyst, by heating carbon dioxide is releasing. Next, CH4 can be prepared by this method. This is the advantage. C2H6 can be prepared by this one. Okay, now reactivity of acid directly proportional to stability of carbene ion. So carbene ion means C minus, carbonium ion means C plus. Okay, so reactivity of acid generally carbene ion stable है तो वो reactivity ज़्यादा है. The presence of electron attracting group minus in the hydrocarbon part of fatty acid increases the decarboxylation. If minus I is more effective group, then weak base may be taken. See, C minus कब stable होता है? कभी भी electron withdrawing group है तो. Okay, if electron withdrawing group is there, this is the more stable, then that means it is forming, then the reaction takes place faster. Okay, you can see here OH, of course here it is acting as minus inductive group. Okay, there is no conjugation. NO2 also minus inductive groups. Okay, in this situation also, this carboxylic acid undergoing decarboxylation. Okay, in the last reaction we discussed that if two COOH groups are there on the same carbon dioxide is releasing. Now we are telling that at beta position, electron withdrawing groups are there, then also decarboxylation takes place. Okay, you can see here beta position keto group is there, then also. Okay, soda lime is not required here. Next, so now it's clear decarboxylation कब होता है, one COOH is there, soda lime is required. But whenever the COOH attached carbon, if it has one more COOH or COOH attached carbon or next carbon minus inductive groups, minus I groups are there, then also decarboxylation takes place. No catalyst required, okay, just heat is enough. Decarboxylation. Now give reactivity order for decarboxylation. Here simple COOH, here electron withdrawing group is there, here sp hybridization, more electronegative, sp2. So the order is generally third is higher than second, then 1. Third higher, second 1 means B is the answer. Okay, why means already we discussed just before, carbene ion should be stable. So after removing this COOH, it is forming carbene ion. It is sp hybridized carbon, sp2, sp3. More electronegative atom it is. Of course, all are carbons only, but sp hybridized carbon has more electronegativity. More electronegative atom with negative charge, more stable. Okay, that means this process takes place easily. Okay, that's why it is undergoing fast reaction. Next, method 7. From carboxylic acid by coal-based process, alkanes are formed on electrolysis of concerned aqueous solution of sodium or potassium salts of saturated monocarboxylic acid. Saturated means there is no double bond. Monocarboxylic acid, single carboxylic acid. Okay, what we are doing here? Electrolysis we are doing. Electrolysis. So in the electrolysis we know that one is anode, one is cathode. Okay, anode and cathode. See here at anode always 24/7 at all conditions oxidation reaction takes place. At cathode reduction reaction takes place. So ऑक्सीडेशन मतलब क्या होता है? जनरली लूजिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. कैथोड में जनरली गेनिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन होता है, गेन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. ओके, वी कैन सी द मैकेनिज्म फर्स्ट यू सी द प्रोडक्ट. सो एट एनोड दिस alkane and carbon dioxide is forming. At cathode sodium hydroxide and hydrogen is forming. Okay, electrolysis of sodium propionate solution gave N-butane, ethylene, ethane and ethyl propionate as follows. See mechanism we can see. So सोडियम प्रोपनोएट वी आर टेकिंग, इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस में क्या होता है इधर, दिस इथाइल सोडियम इज देयर, कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड CO minus and Na plus. Okay, here bond is there as it is. Next, now at these anion, this is the anion, this is the cation. So in the electrolysis, anion goes to anode, cation goes to cathode. Okay, anion goes to anode getting oxidation, cation goes to cathode getting reduction. This is the common principle. Now this anion going to anode getting oxidation, that means oxidation में क्या होता है, losing of electron, so free radical बन गया. Then this free radical, see here bond cleavage, homolytic cleavage is there, then it is forming carbon dioxide, finally we are getting alkyl free radical. So same process is carrying on, that's why so many alkyl radicals are there. These ethyl radical plus ethyl radical forming butane. Okay, and here one more probability is there, already we discussed in the Urge reaction also. Whenever free radical mechanism is there undergoing disproportionation, so this radical here also homolytic cleavage is there, then it is forming alkene, that is ethene also forming, as well ethane also forming, but this is the minor product, very less. Okay, minor product. And see here this carboxylic acid free radical is forming. This one, if it is react with this ethyl radical, it is also giving ester, it is also giving ester. So these byproducts are indicating that this reaction undergoing this mechanism. Okay, this is forming means ethyl radical also forming and this carboxylate radical also forming. These radicals may combine and forming this product. Okay, don't confuse, I am repeating again. So just we are taking carboxylic acid salt. This carboxylic acid salt may CO minus Na plus splitting, then it is anion, this is the anion, this is the cation. Anion goes to anode getting oxidation, cation goes to cathode and getting reduction. We are talking about anode reaction. So this anion came undergoing oxidation, free radical बन गया, then this homolytic cleavage, byproduct carbon dioxide, this ethyl reacting with one more ethyl and forming butane. ठीक है, ये बाई प्रोडक्ट के लिए उतना ज़रूरत नहीं है, बस वी हैव टू नो दैट सम बाई प्रोडक्ट्स आल्सो फॉर्मिंग. तो जनरली स्टेट बोर्ड एंड NCERT में वो नहीं रहता है, ओनली कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में वी विल गो डेप्थ. ओके, दैट इज़ द मेन थिंग, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग ऑल दिस. एट कैथोड में क्या है, रिडक्शन रिएक्शन होना चाहिए. सो वट एवर इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज्ड एट एनोड, that electrons received by the sodium plus sodium ion and forming here sodium, this sodium react with water and forming sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Next, from alkanols, alkanone and alkanoic acid by reduction. Alkanol means alcohols, aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. So from these all functional groups to alkanes, how can we prepare? Only one excellent reagent, that is HI red phosphorus. It can reduces almost all functional groups into alkanes. And one more in the organic chemistry, one famous reagent is there, lithium aluminium hydride. It will also reduces almost all functional groups, but it will reduce up to alcohols. But this red phosphorus Hi, it will reduces up to alkanes. You can see here RH, RCHO aldehyde को alkane बनाया, कार्बो कीटोन को भी CH2 बनाया, carboxylic acid. In this carboxylic acid also we are getting alkanes. Here long chain alkanes we are getting. Okay, now is here the byproduct is here, iodine is there. Okay, this iodine again react with alkanes and forming alkyl halide. Suppose see this alkane is there, alkane react with iodide and forming alkyl halide, RX is forming. So that's why to avoid this problem, what we are doing, we are using phosphorus. This phosphorus and iodine reacting and forming phosphorus iodide. Okay, that's why there is no this alkyl halide formation again. To avoid this problem, we are using phosphorus. It may ask the question in the JEE and NEET especially. So why we are using red phosphorus here? Red phosphorus. What is the purpose of phosphorus here? So just to remove the iodine. Next, from alkanones, that means ketones. Here again you will get in the class 12th these reactions. Clemmensen and Wolff-Kishner is named reactions, very important reactions. These carbonyl compounds, preferably ketones, may also be reduced with zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. Zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. This reaction is called Clemmensen reduction. Okay, generally aldehyde and ketone both are undergoing reduction and forming alkanes, but preferably we use for ketones this method. Isobutane, neobutane are not obtained from ketones because these alkanes do not contain CH2 group. Isobutane and neobutane we cannot prepare because see neobutane means this one. Okay, और कीटोन तो possible है नहीं है इसमें. Okay, that is it. Suppose if you take ketone means like this. ठीक है, this group becomes CH2. That's only. This reaction is just C double bond ऑक्सीजन को हटा के 2 हाइड्रोजन को सब्स्टिट्यूट करते, बस इतना ही करते. Okay. Next, by Wolff-Kishner reduction, similar but reagent is different, and this C double bond O and NH2 is there. First it is forming like this, hydrazine is forming into hydrazone. Okay, then we have to use glycol and base, glycol and KOH. So then again it is forming CH2. The byproduct is nitrogen. See, finally product is same. हाइड्रोजन को हटाओ, 2 हाइड्रोजन को जोड़ दो बस. ठीक है, 2 हाइड्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन के जगह पे 2 हाइड्रोजन्स. दैट इज द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट. Next, from Grignard reagent. The advantage of Grignard reagent is we can prepare same number of carbon chain alkanes. Formation of alkanes with the same number of carbon atoms. With same number of carbon atoms as Grignard reagent react with compounds containing active hydrogen alkane is obtained. Here active hydrogen atom कहाँ मिलता है हमको? More electronegative atom attached hydrogen is called active hydrogen. So like oxygen attached hydrogen, fluorine attached hydrogen, okay, even nitrogen attached hydrogen. Okay, these are active hydrogens. Whenever Grignard reagent RMGX is react with this type of compounds, simply it is taking one H plus and forming alkanes here. See here OH is there, this hydrogen and alkyl group, this hydrogen, this hydrogen, it is forming alkanes. The byproduct is MgOH X, MgORX, MgNHRX, like this. This reaction is used to determine the number of active hydrogen atoms in the compound. This is known as Jerry-Whitney method. Jerry-Whitney method is also one of the important. I will give one example for this. Grignard reagent react with alkyl halide to give higher alkanes also. See, one of the advantage is we can prepare same number of carbon atoms. The other advantage is we can increase the chain also. Okay, Grignard reagent here R minus, this R minus acting as nucleophile, it's leaving halogen, so it is forming bigger alkyl H, that means alkane is forming. For that, the question it may be asked like this: how many active hydrogens are there? How many active hydrogens are there in a given compound? In a given compound. So if you know the X, then we know that active hydrogen. If you know the active hydrogen, we will know that X. See here, what are the active hydrogens? Here 1, this one is a 2, this one is the 3, this one is the 4. This is, it's not active hydrogen. Total, therefore X equal to 4. These are the active hydrogens. Even sometimes you can take like this. Yes, here what is the answer? How many active hydrogens are there? RMgX, RH is forming. Question number 2. How many active hydrogens? How many moles of how many moles? X moles. How many moles are forming? See here, this is not, this is the one active hydrogen. This is the also active hydrogen because sp hybridized carbon, more electronegative atom. And here this hydrogen also active hydrogen. Whenever C double bond O, two sides C double bond O is there, the middle carbon is more electron deficient. Okay, so this carbon attached hydrogen also known as active hydrogen. Active hydrogen. These are the cases. So total how many are there? 3. Okay, this aldehyde is not considered as acidic hydrogen. So total X equal to here 3. Okay, this is the active hydrogen conditions. Next, so here one advantage is you can prepare odd number of hydrocarbon also. Suppose I am taking methyl magnesium bromide, I am reacting with ethyl chloride, then I will get easily propane. So whatever you require, odd number of chain or even number of chain, you can prepare. Next, from metal carbides, by the hydrolysis also we can prepare. Only CH4 can be obtained by the hydrolysis of beryllium and aluminum carbides. Beryllium and aluminum carbide is the inorganic topic. This aluminum carbide reaction with water forming methanes, and even beryllium carbide also reacting with water forming methane. That's why these are known as methanoids. Methanoids. Which are methanoids? The beryllium and aluminum carbides. The beryllium and aluminum. Preparations over. In the next video we will discuss properties, physical properties and chemical properties of alkanes. Thank you. Like the video, share it and subscribe the channel. Bye.